and welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. In today's Pick a Card reading, our topic is what you need to hear before a big life change. Once you choose your card, you can find the timestamps in the description box below, which will then take you directly to your reading. And if you ever want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is also linked below. Please remember that is the only way to book any of my services with me. If anyone ever reaches out to you, please know that that is not me. All right. What you need to hear before a big life change. Can we have a card for group number 1, please? Can we have a card for group number 2, please? Can we have a card for group number 3, please? Okay, group number 1, you have number 5 in change, and it's the Peach Moonstone. Group number 2, you have number 9 in Confusion. You also have the Labradorite heart. And group number 3, you have number 7 and Cherish with the Mahogany Obsidian. Please take as long as you need choosing your card or cards. It's perfectly fine to choose more than one if you're drawn to more than one, and I'll see you in your readings. Hello, group number 1. You have the Peach Moonstone, and you have change with number 5. The energy that I get from this card is that you're actually getting freedom from something. You're being released from restraints, something that was holding you back. I do also feel like this change that you're going through could be bittersweet, or it could be causing a sense of confusion or a sense of loss even. Now, I do feel that this is a blessing, and possibly a blessing in disguise for some of you, because you're going through some sort of transition, some sort of change. However, and I feel like there's mixed emotions here because it is raining here, but the clouds are pink and blue and green, you know, very light colors. And so the clouds aren't really threatening. Like, I'm not seeing a major storm happening here. I'm actually seeing that this is releasing restriction. This is allowing freedom. But I'm also feeling with the rain here that these are representing teardrops, and that there's a sense of loss here, a sense of possibly moving on from something when you feel like you're not ready, or moving on from something knowing that there was no other choice than to move on, and knowing that this change had to be done. Because I get a feeling that no matter how you feel about the change, you couldn't necessarily stay where you were for one reason or another. So yeah, I do feel like it is a little bit bittersweet, but what I'm hearing is that it will be easier if you let go of control a little bit and kind of let the pieces fall where they will, because holding on to this and keeping this in your heart when it looks from this card alone like you're meant to go through this change now. And so holding on to that in your heart will only prolong the feelings of loss and confusion and things like that. So yeah, I feel like the universe is actually preparing you for something. Do you see this light coming down and shining on this person? So I feel like the universe is preparing you for something bigger, better, more suited for you. All right, let's look at your other cards. What else can you tell us for group number 1? I feel like this card wants to come out. All right, what else do you want to say to group number 1, please? Wow. Okay. So you have wasp spirit, sometimes life stings. This makes sense, doesn't it? This is a lot of what I was feeling with your change card. Something, I feel something maybe a little bit more than bittersweet. I think it's quite painful. And for some of you, it was really shocking. Something may have come out of the blue. Something may have come in from left field where you're like, wait a minute, what's happening? But I feel that this was kind of necessary in a certain cycle that you were in, or a change that is just meant to happen in your life at this particular time. So there's also a sense of, I'm hearing that you are going to recover from this, you are going to heal from this, everything is going to come together. And there's much more going on behind the scenes than you can actually see right now, because this is all you're seeing right now is, wow, that really hurt. And why did that happen? And where did that come from? But what I'm seeing over here is more of like this light coming down where it's actually a blessing in disguise. All right, and this is also number 64. So let's see what else we have. Okay, this makes a lot of sense. Number 20, dolphin spirit, this and that are true. And I feel that it's exactly what I just said. Yes, it's true that whatever this change that you're going through, it's true that it stings, and it's true that it's painful. And perhaps you're thinking, well, this is a bit unnecessary for things to happen this way, right? But it can also be true that this change is necessary and that this had to happen in order for you to get to where you're supposed to be. What else can you tell us for group number 1? What else do you want to say? So we have number 41 in purification. Yeah, I really believe this. It's there because, so you have purification here, but also look at here where that rain can be purifying. Crying can be releasing something that just wasn't meant to be in your life anymore. I truly feel something was holding you back. And I'm also getting the sense that the more that you tried to hold on to this particular thing, the more chaos was happening. And I'm hearing from Spirit that this change is inevitable. There's nothing that you can do at this point to change the actual change that's the cycle that you're going through right now. And it seems as though you're going to be going through a period of purification, recalibration, where you kind of get your bearings back. You kind of figure out, okay, what is the next step? Where am I going from here? And then you see a door opening. And maybe you are already, maybe for some of you, there's already a door that's opening for you, and this change is voluntary, but at the same time, it's like a painful but necessary process, right? This and that are true. So it could be painful, but also necessary. Okay. And then some of you, something happened which was completely unexpected. Either way, I'm feeling like there's going to be a recalibration period where you kind of reassess where you are, reassess where you've been, and reassess something kind of within your soul about where you're going, what doors are opening from here. And I feel at that point, you get strength, you get power, because I feel that some of you lost a little bit of your power during this transition, but Spirit says, have no fear. That's going to be coming back to you. You're just going through a process throughout this change. Yeah, do you see what I'm saying? So you have energy here, number 28, and that's literally what I just said. You're going through a process. You're going to get your strength back. You're going to get your power back, and you're healing also. Okay, look at the orange. It's a very, very healing fruit. You know, what do they tell you to do if you get a cold or if something's going on in your body? They say to load up on the vitamin C, right? So in the sense that's what I'm saying, is that you're going through, I feel that there's different stages. Maybe there's 5 different stages that you're going through in this process of change, restructuring, purification, you know, purifying your energy. Absolutely. Look at purification and energy. Absolutely. And then everything starts to come together, because at this point, you're healing, you're getting your energy back. Look, you have the sun here, you have something cooking here. And I feel like what is in this pot cooking is exactly what I said. This is like the blessing in disguise that's about to come in. So yes, it was painful. Yes, it was necessary, but there is a silver lining here. There is something coming in that's going to replace anything that you had to leave behind. What else can you tell us for group number 1, please? The Ace of Cups. Do you see how the energy on this card is? Let me set these over here. Okay. You have these 3 butterflies, and not only that, but you have 3 caterpillars as well. And you have this rose here. Okay, so the Ace of Cups, this is a new beginning. This is something that's going to bring you a lot of fulfillment. And not just that, but look, you have these little dots here, which make, well, right here, there's 2 of them that I can see, that make me think that there are even future opportunities and future changes beyond what we see right here that are in the future for you, things that are going to line up for you, things that you have no idea are there yet. And so I feel that, yeah, you're going through this metamorphosis, this transition, but things are going to work out beautifully for you. And right now, you probably feel like your cup is empty, or that your cup has spilled over and maybe even broke in half, because look right here, it looks like there's a crack in the cup. But you know what? It's been repaired here, and you're starting to see the blessings that are coming out of this change that was so completely necessary for you. So we have the Knight of Swords. With the Knight of Swords, I'm feeling that there's something that happened that was out of your control. And it could have been something where you were in such a state of chaos or turmoil or something like that, that you didn't see certain things that could have been a problem. You could have been led astray. You could have been possibly deceived by something. And as you were going forward on this path, if you didn't see those things, or if you weren't aware of them, or if you ignored them, then I feel Spirit would have stepped in, the universe would have stepped in and said, hey, this is no longer for you. And so I feel also anyone who is trying to hold on to this and trying desperately not to go through this change, I feel that that's when you would see this increase of things becoming intolerable and things kind of reaching a point where it was just no longer sustainable. Okay. And I also feel that right now, as you're going through this change, some of you have no idea what's going on. You have no idea where you're going. And some of you are running away from something very, very quickly. Something may have happened that was the last straw, and you said, okay, that's it, I'm out of here. And you just took off running, and you said, you know what, I'm going to figure it out later, because all I know is that I need to exit the situation. Whatever the particular situation that you're in, because this is a general reading, Spirit is saying that you're going to be okay. Everything's going to turn out just fine for you. Yes, there's chaos right now, but you're also being led into a better situation, into a better period in your life. Then we have the Hermit card. This is what I was talking about, where there's kind of that restructuring period, you know, like the different phases of what you're going through right now, where you're going through the change, you have the purification, you have the restructuring, but then you're getting your energy back, you're getting strength, you're healing, all of these things, right? Now, with the Hermit card, it looks like you're searching for the answers. You're trying to figure out what happened and what's going to happen in the future. What does the future look like? And things are going to come into focus for you. I feel that they're not quite in focus yet, but they will. And as you go through this period of kind of self-discovery or closure, trying to figure something out, you know, whatever happened to cause this change, or if you're just going through this change and maybe you ran out of a situation and now you're in the Hermit card trying to figure out, okay, what's next, right? So wherever you are in this process, Spirit says that you're on the right track. You're absolutely on the right track. You're looking in the right direction. You're walking in the right direction. You're moving in the right direction. And take your time as you try to figure things out. You don't need to rush this process. The Three of Pentacles. Yeah, this is, you know, take your time. This is a slow moving card here. So take your time and look at how this person is drawing something here. So take your time, develop a plan, make sure you feel comfortable with it. And again, I'm feeling like you're on the right path. You're being led in the right direction. There's something going on with someone or something where you were before, you know, with this change, like before the change happened. Something about that doesn't sit right with me. It was, I'm getting a sense that maybe something over there wasn't loyal or didn't have your best intentions in mind. Or it could just be that you outgrew that situation and it was no longer meant for you, and it's time for you to kind of up-level your energy and expand your energy. So it's also important to know that whatever you put your focus into right now, it's going to grow and it's going to provide more than what you had to leave behind over here. It's just going to take a little bit of time because you're going through this change. And it's interesting that you have 3 butterflies here, and then you have the 3 pentacles here. Very interesting. I feel some of you left like a job or something like that. Some of you left a job, some of you left a relationship, some of you wanted to change and moved somewhere, but I definitely feel like no matter what your particular situation, you're in a transition period right now. And Spirit says it's important to continuing to focus on forward movement and inward growth. The 8 of Wands, very interesting. Something's coming together for you pretty quickly. Yeah, something's absolutely coming together for you. And it, you know, also the Hermit, this is number 9. So that's indicating to me that this period of introspection, trying to figure things out, is coming to an end fairly soon because it's number 9. So what do you have next is number 10. And also, I mean, you have the Ace of Cups here. So definitely something is in the works and something's going to come together. Things are going to make sense for you. And if you look here, these people are holding hands right here, but there's also like a support network. It's like everybody's on the same page. So I feel this is also indicating that where you're going out of this change, you're going to find a network of people, places, or things that are very supportive. Because remember I said there was something going on in the prior situation that didn't have your best interests at heart. But here, these people are on the same page. These people are all here for a particular reason. And it looks like they're kind of supporting these 2 people here. So I feel like that's representative of what's going to happen with you finding a community, a new job, a new place to live, you know, any type of situation that does have your best interest at heart, that does not have any ulterior motives. And then we have the 9 of Wands. So interesting that you have this 9 of Wands where you have the flower up here that's not in color yet, but you have the flower here. So I feel like you have a dream, you have an idea of what you want to see happen with this flower. And what this is indicating to me, especially because you have number 9 here again, is that there are a lot of challenges with what you're going through with this process of this change that you're going through. Spirit says it's going to be worth it, but it is a difficult process. But do you see you have the snake down here? So I feel that you're going through a pretty big transformation in your life. It's something that was necessary. Just like the snake has to shed its skin, it was not possible to stay where you were. Now, something's getting very, very close to you. Some kind of goal that you have, this new direction, doors are starting to open for you. It's getting very, very close. Another thing Spirit is saying here is don't give up, because your vision coming to life, it's very close to you. And I feel like things are going to speed up also, because I'm seeing here that things were going slow, and Spirit is saying take your time as you heal, as you get closure, as you know, you're ready to go 100% into this new phase of your life. But then all of a sudden you turn a corner and things speed up for you. And that's why Spirit is saying with the 9 of Wands, don't give up. Hold on to that vision because it's getting closer. So there could be something going on with divine timing for you, because I'm feeling like I just saw like the clouds parting over here, where just all of a sudden the sky opens up and you can see things clearly. It's also really important that you listen to your intuition. Yeah, see, here's the Justice card. This is what I'm talking about. This is the change. This is a new opportunity. This is things coming together for you. And also, another thing that's very important about the Justice card and the Ace of Cups is that this new direction that you're going, it's going to benefit you. It's going to be in your favor. Okay, so any change that happened, whether it was by your choice or if the universe kind of had a role to play in this change in your life, it all happened for a reason, and that reason was to get you more in balance, because there was something over here that was so out of balance, it was not sustainable, and it needed to change. And some of you may have tried and tried and tried to make it work, but it just wasn't working. And so this doesn't have to be where the original idea that you had is coming to an end, especially how you have the flower here and then the flower here, but this one isn't in color. However, you have a star right in the middle of this flower. So that's telling me, in combination with the Justice card, that your original situation, wherever you were, you might not have to give up on that entire thing. And it could be that the entire idea, that whole entire thing doesn't need to change. It's just certain things. Maybe there was someone attached to the prior idea that does not need to be with you as you go forward. Or maybe it was, you know, you're going to stay in the same career, but you just needed a different job that would allow growth opportunities. You know what I mean? So of course, those are just examples. The King of Pentacles. Do you see here that this is literally what I was just talking about? You don't have to give up on the entire idea of what you had. If you were working on something that, well, kind of like the example that I said with the career, it doesn't, this is just like metaphorically speaking, you don't have to give up on the idea, meaning you don't have to give up on your career. You may just need to change a few different things, like a different company or moving to a different position in the prior company, you know, things like that, because you're still accomplishing a goal. And I can tell you, for some of you, it's going to turn out much better than it would have if you tried to do it over here, because there was so much resistance and so much chaos over here. You never would reach this level here, just because, first of all, it was so draining. That's why you need the purification. You need to get your energy back. You need to feed your body with nutrients and a period of like recalibration. Look at this King of Pentacles. Do you see you have the tree here? So you're building a new foundation. There's flowers on the tree. Look at this building back here. And look at how content and satisfied and happy this king is. So you're reaching the top. You're getting to where you want to go. It just seems to be a different route. And for some of you, you're actually changing things altogether because there was something like you realized where you were, it just wasn't working for you anymore. And once you exit that situation, then you have this kind of awakening that happens here, kind of an aha moment where you're like, ah, okay, now it all makes sense. Now I understand why I was up against so many restrictions over here, because I needed to get to a point where I couldn't stand being there anymore and then be released from that. And so that I could kind of open my mind and say, okay, well, what's next? That wasn't it. What's next? And so that could be also what was going on in the Hermit card, where some of you are really changing your direction and going somewhere completely new. Either way, ultimately, as we look at the King of Pentacles, it doesn't matter exactly what your situation is, you're still getting here, which is incredible success, financial stability, wealth, feeling of accomplishment, being stable, being productive. All of those things are coming together for you here. And then we have the Page of Wands. You see what I'm saying? There's a new opportunity that is literally coming into your life. And remember with the Eight of Wands, it's coming in pretty quickly. You know how fast, these trains can go, right? And the other thing, once you get going, it's like it's unstoppable. There's nothing that's going to stop you because you've moved past this restriction over here. So this is a time for you as you're going through this transition to explore things, to think about things. What are you passionate about? What do you want to see happen in your life? Because this is a perfect time to bring things into your life, into view. So you're visualizing things, and then all of a sudden these things are coming into your view. Just like the Hermit card here with the telescope, you're visualizing what it is that you're looking for up here, and then things come into focus and you can see exactly what you were looking for. And I feel that's the combination of the Hermit and the Page of Wands. That's exactly what's about to happen in your life. And you're being led to exactly where you're supposed to be at this exact moment in your life. The Two of Cups, yeah, exactly what I'm saying, right? The Two of Cups, two things coming together, like these perfect things are coming together. So this could be the perfect job. Maybe you lost a job over here just so that you could open the door to this amazing new job that was waiting for you right here. And I'm also seeing how this person is pouring water onto the other vine of the flower here, or maybe it's a completely different vine, trying to get that flower to open. And see, that takes me back to the energy card with the orange, where you're nourishing something and an environment is nourishing you. So a person, place, or thing, or people, places, and things are coming into your life where it's this reciprocal energy where you like being there, people, places, and things like having you around, and things start to come together for you. You start to build this new situation or this new life, and you realize, yeah, it was bittersweet, and yeah, this did sting over here, but it was necessary to get you to where you're supposed to be. And also the thing with this train coming in here, I feel like this is showing the universe, if you didn't take the steps to extract yourself from the situation here, this is the universe literally, like, when the train makes that noise and how loud that can be if you're standing right next to it, and also how loud the train is when it passes you, the universe is trying to get your attention about something. because you're supposed to be moving on. So yeah, it's definitely okay to feel sad and, you know, anxious and all of those things, but Spirit wants you to know that that's going to pass because you have such amazing things coming in for you. Yeah, see, we have the Hierophant here. It's interesting that you have the Hierophant who seems to be writing something down, possibly signing a contract, you know, getting information about something, things coming together for you. You're getting that information that you are missing here with the Hermit card, but you also have the Justice card. So these two cards, especially in their position in this row here, is telling me that things are coming together for you because do you see, remember the Two of Cups, this person is trying to get this flower to blossom. And then the very next card is the Hierophant where there is, it seems that you're finding what you were looking for because these people went into this store and this person is writing something down. So it's showing me that you're getting, maybe you're signing a contract. Your whatever was missing is being replaced, but you also have more options because remember here there were restrictions. Anytime you tried to move, it was like you came upon a wall or something like that. But when you look at this Hierophant card, there's all of these options. There's books, you have the globe here, so those restrictions are lifted. Like I can actually feel the energy is so much lighter, and it's like you're finding exactly what you thought you would find over here or exactly what you wanted to find over here, but it wasn't there. And then we have the Ten of Swords. Yeah, the Ten of Swords is definitely showing you that this period of time is coming to an end. It's very, very painful as you go through the process, but it was also necessary. You're also very protected. I'm feeling like, because this here, it's reminding me of the Wheel of Fortune. And also remember this and that are true. So yes, you're going through a painful transition, but it was necessary. Just like, you know, the metamorphosis of the butterfly, it can look scary and it can be scary, but it's necessary for growth. It's necessary to go from the caterpillar, which was stuck to the ground, right? I mean, not literally stuck, but the caterpillar can't fly, right? Which is very metaphorical for your situation here, where maybe you didn't realize you were stuck because you were the caterpillar, metaphorically speaking, of course. However, you see this here? This person on this card has wings. So do you see what I'm saying with the metamorphosis happening with the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Swords? You may not have realized that you could become a butterfly because you were always a caterpillar and you were fine just crawling on the ground and crawling on the trees and the flowers. But then once you get this new opportunity and you can see that you have this sense of freedom and you're able to spread your wings and fly to this amazing place that you never even knew existed, then when you look back from the Ten of Swords, it all makes sense. So I hope this reading helped you, and I wish you so much luck with this big life change. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this reading, please like and subscribe. And if you ever want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is linked below. Hello, group number 2. You have the Labradorite heart, and you also have number 9 and confusion here. I feel like you've come a long way on a certain path, and you're wondering, should I stay? Should I go? It also seems like you might be like waiting for something to happen, waiting for something to appear, you know, waiting for some sort of answer for clarity as far as what you should do next. And it seems like what you keep coming up against is a standstill. And you're wondering, you know, where do I go from here? Do I keep holding on to something? So maybe you've had a hope, a dream that you've wanted to accomplish something, and maybe it's taken so long to see any results for something that you've been working on that you're wondering, should you give up? Should you keep going? And there's just a sense of confusion. You know, should I keep going forward? Should I turn around? But I can see that you've come a long way with something. And I feel this is something that's in your heart, something that's meaningful to you. And that's why this confusion is so, like causing so much anxiety is what I'm feeling, because this is something in your heart and you do want to see it come to fruition, but you're just not sure, where do I go from here? Now it is number 9, so I feel like this period of confusion is going to be coming to an end for you, which is going to usher in this big life change. So, you know, then the question would be, well, which direction do I go? What is this change? And, you know, what is that going to bring into my life? And that's what we're going to look at with your other cards. What else can you tell us for group number 2, please? What does group number 2 need to hear? All right, before a big life change. All right, so we have number 4, Badger Spirit, be fearless and bold. So this is telling me that you are meant to keep going forward and that you're going to have a breakthrough soon. Because remember, you're number 9 here, so that means that this period of time is coming to a close fairly soon for you. And I feel that with Badger Spirit, I get the energy that you're building something and you should keep going. And I feel also, look at the flowers here. So I feel that you're going to see something soon. You're going to see results from whatever you've been working on here. And I keep hearing, don't give up on this idea. Don't give up on this idea. Be fearless, be bold, keep going forward. You're going to see results soon. And then you have Antelope Spirit, life is speeding up, and it's also number 2. This is what, you know, basically the feeling a little bit that I was getting earlier with the end of a cycle, and you're about to go into this life change. But do you see what's happening here? Remember here I was saying it's at a standstill, you're not moving, and that's exactly why you're wondering, should you keep going forward? Well, look at what we have here. This is saying, yes, be fearless and bold and keep moving forward, but then life speeds up for you. So something is happening here. Absolutely. Once you come to the end of this here, like I feel everything just kind of falls into place and you're off to the races. Everything is, I feel that everything shifts fairly quickly for you. So this could be showing how quickly everything shifts for you. And it can also be showing that once that shift happens, everything just falls into place, one thing after another after another. And I feel that you're going to love where you end up, especially because it's number 2. So I feel like there is synergistic energy that comes into play in your life. So it's actually quite the opposite of what you were feeling here with this standstill. What else can you tell us for group number 2, please? Okay, these 2 wanted to come out. Regeneration, number 17. I feel that this is exactly what we're seeing with the Antelope Spirit here. Sorry, your cards are, they're really kind of have a mind of their own right now. I don't know if you saw that, but it was like, they're almost moving on their own. Okay, regeneration. I feel that this really shows what the Antelope Spirit is doing here. When things are speeding up, there's a regeneration, there's a regrowth, like your energy is back, the energy, the momentum of whatever this is that you are working on or hoping for, it's there now. Maybe it never had momentum. Maybe it was always a slow moving process and you were wondering, is anything ever going to change? Something is coming into shape, something is being formed. And I feel also with regeneration, another thing that's regenerating is your spirit, your excitement, your passion for whatever this is, this idea, this plan, this project, whatever it is that we have going on here. that was at a standstill. Things are finally moving, things are coming together, and I feel like it's not that far off for you. Wow, this is powerful. Oh my gosh. Trust. Number 21 and trust. And not just that, but you know number 21 is the World card in the Tower deck. I mean, I am getting literally chills. And do you see your cards keep moving? So I feel that your cards moving. I feel that's Spirit trying to tell you, look, things are going to start moving for you very, very soon. So the World card, that is another sign that things are going to shift for you. And trust, this is the universe telling you to trust that things are going to start moving in the right direction for you. This is very, very powerful. Very powerful. Wow, trust in the process. Trust that this big life change that you want, it's going to happen for you. I feel that there's no stopping it, especially with how quickly the antelope is moving here. And look, life is speeding up. Oh my gosh, it's just like, be fearless, be bold. I mean, I hope you're seeing what I'm seeing here, because I'm seeing everything is starting to come together for you. And Spirit is saying, hang in there, don't give up. Like, this is not the time to give up, is what I'm hearing. What else can you tell us for group number 2, please? What does group number 2 need to hear before a big life change? The Ten of Pentacles. You will celebrate something. Okay, so this confusion that you're feeling right now, you're wondering, should you stay or should you go? You've done a lot of work towards something, and you're feeling like maybe you made a mistake, maybe you should turn around and go back, maybe it's not worth it. However, what I'm seeing with the Ten of Pentacles is that everything is going to come to fruition for you, and that's exactly why you want to be fearless and bold. Yes, it's a slow lead up to this new phase in your life, but it's all going to be worth it. You're building something, and I feel that the universe is truly directing you to the right place at the right time. Whereas, okay, what I just saw flash through my mind is that if an opportunity would have presented itself before now, and I'm using opportunity as an example for just whatever it is that's going on in your life, if it would have presented itself before now, and you would have accepted that, and you would have gone forward with that, you could have been busy with that situation, with that opportunity, and then a better opportunity in the meantime would be arriving in your life, but you wouldn't be there because you were busy with the first thing that came in. So it seems like this standstill that you're in could have something to do with the perfect timing, with things lining up perfectly for you. And you know, it's interesting that you have trust here, because the Ten of Pentacles is, to me, one of the greatest success cards in the tarot deck. You're going to have great success. Financially, you're going to have an abundance of finances. You're going to have people around you who celebrate you. You're going to have, you know, basically everything that you've ever wanted with the Ten of Pentacles. It's just a matter of time. Interesting. The Six of Pentacles. It's like you're getting a helping hand. You're getting an offer. You're getting something that's changing everything for the better. Things are balancing out for you. What was missing is now found. I feel like with the Six of Pentacles, there's some kind of agreement that you're going to be making, like signing some kind of paperwork, some kind of contract will be made. And are you worried about finances right now? Because you have finances coming in. And believe me, once you get to where you're going with this situation that you have going on, the Ten of Pentacles, you're going to have nothing to worry about when it comes to finances. There's some kind of help that's coming in the sense, so that could be literal help. Maybe you're trying to get a loan. the loan's coming in. Maybe you're trying to get a job. The job's coming in. You could be looking for a new place to live. That's coming in. And I feel that you've been waiting a very long time. I can see that with the pentacles here, but things are about to start speeding up for you. So you have the Five of Swords. Okay, the Five of Swords is showing me that you feel like you just want to give up because it's become very difficult and you wonder if this is a losing battle. But I'm drawn back to trust, okay? Trust that there's a reason why someone else got something that you wanted, so to speak, right? Metaphorically speaking, or literal for some of you. And it's exactly what I said a minute ago, that had you accepted that or had that gone to you, you would then miss an opportunity that's actually meant for you that is much better than this here. So what Spirit is saying here is basically, let this situation be what it is. Let's say that you thought you had a job and then all of a sudden that job fell through, you didn't get that job. Let the person who got the job have that job because there's something much better on its way to you. The King of Swords, yeah, you're getting clarity and you're getting communication from someone. So this is what you've been missing. This is why you're in confusion over here. Here you're getting the answers. Someone is presenting something to you, or you're getting the information that you've been looking for. This is that card that's going to allow movement to happen. Confusion is leaving here. Doubt is leaving here. You're in more control here. And I feel that with this King of Swords, I'm feeling like you may have a decision to make after the King of Swords, because it's almost like someone is saying, hey, here's this offer, here's this opportunity for you. What do you think? And then, you know, obviously it's up to you if you want to choose that or not. But this is definitely coming in for you. And remember here, it's coming in because this was not meant for you. And you see how this person is walking away from this, and this is exactly where they're going, into this new opportunity. The Empress, yes. So this life change that's coming in for you, there's a lot of opportunity here. Do you see the 3 eggs down here? So maybe you'll have 3 opportunities that come in for you. It could be one after another after another. There's so much wealth and comfort, opportunity that's coming in for you. The 10 of Pentacles, the Empress. I don't know if you can get much more comfortable than that. The Empress has everything that she's ever wanted. The 8 of Wands, interesting, because you have, so the 8 of Wands, this is something speeding up for you. And look, it looks like information. This is like a paper airplane. It's like information, an offer, a contract. Like I keep seeing a contract. And definitely with the 10 of Pentacles and the 6 of Pentacles, this could be work related. This could be you trying to accomplish something. This could even be if you're like a contract employee, if you have a skill or some sort of, like maybe you own a business, things like that. Maybe you're waiting for customers, you're waiting for clients, or you're waiting for someone to hire you for a job. I see something coming in, and it's a contract that's coming in for you. It's so connected to the King of Swords, because this is somebody saying, hey, I have something for you. What do you think? Or this is that missing piece of information. Whatever it is that's causing confusion over here, whatever you're waiting for here, it's coming in. And this is connected to the Antelope Spirit, where things start to speed up and there's regeneration, because I feel that there's a sense of hopelessness right now. But you're going to start to feel alive again. Your passion for whatever's going on here is coming back. Your strength is coming back. Your motivation is coming back, because I feel that some of you are losing motivation. Everything's going to start moving for you. The Moon card, yeah, you're looking for answers. You're wondering what's going on. What do I do? And where do I go? And you're at a standstill. You're even looking at yourself, wondering if you made a mistake about following this path to begin with. And it's kind of like, if I'm on the right path, why is everything so confusing? Why am I getting mixed signals? Because I feel some of you are getting mixed signals. It's like, what is going on here? So yeah, I feel a huge frustration, but that's going to change for you. The Nine of Cups, see? This is a success card. This is you getting exactly what you wanted. This is like your dream come true. Your wish is coming true here. You've worked very hard for this. And look at how it's below the Six of Pentacles. Remember I was saying there's some kind of offer, a contract, something coming in here. You're getting that contract that you're waiting for. You're getting that acceptance that you're waiting for. That notification that's saying, hey, we want you at our company, or we want you at this school. You know, if you're trying to get into a university or into a program or some sort of place of study, whatever it is, if you're waiting to see if you know, the offer on your home went through, you know, anything, whatever it is, you're getting those answers, you're getting the go-ahead, and you're moving forward, and you're walking right into your dream. And it's creating, so a part of the life change that it's creating is a sense of stability, finances are going up, and also a sense of accomplishment. In more ways than one, you're feeling more emotionally complete, you're feeling successful, you're feeling proud of yourself, proud of your accomplishments. Other people are proud of you and your accomplishments. The Knight of Wands. Remember when I was talking about you're getting your passion, you're getting your passion back? It's exactly what we see here. It's like, hey, I'm back in the game. Look at me. Look at what I'm going to accomplish now. And it's you. Okay, so you're feeling like this is behind you. So this confusion, this lack, this sitting still, that is behind you, and you're moving forward. You're feeling revived. And not just that, but look at where this Knight of Wands landed. It's below the Five of Swords. And with the Five of Swords, remember I was telling you that this opportunity was not meant for you. So let whoever gets that opportunity take it. Well, here in the Knight of Swords, you're going to be looking back and look at this person is so happy. And I feel like you're going to kind of laugh to yourself a little bit about the Five of Swords and say, wow, if I would have accepted that opportunity, I wouldn't have been free to accept this opportunity that has come in. And you're going to be so glad that this situation happened. Because look at what happens right after it. That's when the King of Swords shows up. And this is that contract, that opportunity that I keep seeing here, which is bringing you the luxury of the Empress. The Two of Swords, yeah. So you will have a decision to make coming up. But this is also showing that you feel a delay. You're trying to figure things out. You're confused. You don't know what to do. You're trying to relax, but that's hard. Some of you can't sleep. And it's really causing a lot of anxiety. But this is going to pass. This is one of the biggest things that's changing for you. This huge opportunity that's coming in. And I feel that at first, you know, you're going to get the opportunity and there's kind of a rebalancing phase that goes on. But then once you realize that you can trust this new beginning and things really start moving forward for you, there's really no stopping you. You become the Knight of Wands. The Page of Wands, yeah, you get your spark back. You feel like, hey, I'm back in the game. Everything starts to come together for you. And look at how the sun is shining here. There's a lot of growth. There's a lot of potential. And I feel also that you're back in control of things. Something happens where it's like you get this new thing that comes in, which is the King of Swords here and the Eight of Wands. Something new comes in. And then you're like back in the game, but you're also in control again, where you don't have to just say yes to anything, because you have kind of made a name for yourself. Something like that is going on with the Empress, where now you've proven yourself. And now you can, if you choose, you can say, no, I don't want that opportunity. I'm going to wait for something better. Or, you know what? That opportunity looks pretty good, but I want you to pay me more for that, right? So it's like you're making the rules now, whereas before you felt like you had to accept anything that came along. But now it's not like that. You're more in control of things. Oops, okay, let's just move these and get your last card. Oh. Okay. Look at that celebration. You have the Ace of Cups. There's a huge celebration coming in for you. Huge celebration. There's movement. You're feeling like you're renewed. Like your whole life is in movement again. You're accomplishing something. Especially you have the Nine of Cups here. So this is your dream come true, and you're celebrating that dream come true. And again, there's something about this where it gives you more control going forward, where you can kind of make the rules going forward. You're the one who's saying, this is how it's going to be, or this is how it's going to be, right? Because you've paid your dues, you stuck in there, you trusted the universe, and everything really starts to speed up for you. So absolutely, this big life change, it's a struggle getting there, but you're gonna get there. Opportunities are coming in for you. Just hang in there. All right, that is your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe. And if you ever want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is linked below. Thank you so much for watching. Hello, group number 3. You have the Mahogany, Obsidian, and your card is number 7 and Cherish. The energy that I get from this card is that something that you've been manifesting is about to happen. I feel like things are coming together for you, like something that you've been wishing for, something that you've been hoping for, something you've been working really hard to accomplish. Because if you see here how the stars are all aligning right here, and so I feel, and also actually the rainbows with the flowers on them. Do you see how close they are right here? They're almost touching. So I feel like whatever this is that you've been working on, whatever you've been hoping for, visualizing, manifesting, I feel like it's coming into view, and it's going to be something that really takes shape in your life fairly soon. Because it's literally like something is blossoming in your life. And I also feel like, I don't know if it is or not, but it looks like this is like an oyster shell on top of the world. So the energy I'm getting is that the world is your oyster. So literally like anything that you want is possible at this time. And it also looks like this person here is pregnant and about to give birth to something. So that is most likely metaphorical for most of you. For some of you, it could be literal. But yeah, it's like something is almost ready to come into your life, basically, is what I'm seeing here. Again, metaphorically for most of you. But yeah, just look at all the stars just everywhere in this card. So definitely I feel a wish is coming true for you. So it definitely seems to be an exciting time coming up for you. What else can you tell us? For group number 3, please, what does group number 3 need to hear before a big life change? All right, and I feel this one wants to come out too, so we're going to take 3 cards for you. Wow, look at that. Butterfly spirit transformation is beautiful. And look at all of the butterflies. Ooh, it's also number 11. Wow. This is so powerful. I feel like okay, what I'm getting is there's like basically one big thing that's taking shape in your life, which is like the first butterfly here. But from that one thing, you're getting all of these benefits up here. So this could be any number of things. Some of you may literally be pregnant, about to give birth, and this would be representing the birth, and then this would be representing all of the amazing things that happen once you have this child. This could be that you're starting a new job, or you're moving somewhere, you're opening a business, right? So whatever the situation is, because this is a general reading, so it's going to vary depending on, who's watching it. But yeah, this is the main thing, and all of the different things that are coming in because of this one thing. But yeah, there's a pretty big transformation coming into your life, because first of all, our topic is a big life change, right? What you need to hear before this big life change. And this, it seems to be a pretty significant thing going on for you. So you have Elephant Spirit, learn from the past, number 25. So the energy I'm getting from this is that doing something differently this time. And I'm hearing for some of you, certain things don't need to follow you into this amazing future that you have here, because it's like a big leveling up for you. It's number 11. So this is something very, very important for you. It's something that you're going to cherish. And it's something that is going to take you into a new, like a new realm, a new area of your life. And you don't want to cloud all of the amazing dreams and wishes that are coming true for you by something that could kind of taint that, or, kind of dampen the good energy and the good vibes and this level up that you have. So I'm hearing to stay true to those, and to the people, places, and things who have been loyal to you, who have, respected you, things like that. And for anything or anyone who hasn't shown you respect or love or whatever you deserve, those things can take a back seat if you choose to. That's just what Spirit is saying. Nightingale Spirit, love is all around, at number 41. Yeah, I feel like, can you see the musical notes here? I feel like you're going to be so happy. And, even just your very first card with Cherish, it's love is literally in that card. Look at the transformation, the butterfly card. I feel that you're truly gonna love these changes that come about in your life, that are heading into your life pretty soon. I feel like there's no stopping it. I feel like it's almost knocking on your door, as close as these two are right here. And I feel also with the world here that it's truly going to change your whole world. It's almost like when you really, get your feet into this new part of your life, it's kind of like you're going to look back and be like, oh my gosh, I kind of don't even remember my life before I had these amazing things in my life. So it's going to seem like, a part of your past, and it's going to feel like the distant past. So yeah, you have so many amazing things coming in, a lot of blessings. What else can you tell us for group number 3? What else? Banana and Duality, number 27. I feel like things are coming together for you. And look, you see you have the two snakes here. So there is a huge transformation that involves you and something else. So I feel there's something that's coming into your life that's going to help with this transformation. So it could be a person, a place, a thing, a job, a business, whatever it is, it's helping you to level up. It's helping you to get to where you want to go. And I feel, again, with this duality, with this bundle of bananas, there's more than one thing happening. Remember with the butterfly, where the butterfly is the main thing, but then that main thing is bringing all of these different things into your life. So let's say, this is just for an example, let's say you're starting a new career, you have a new job, and once you start that new job with this new career, you're meeting different people and you're making more money and you're able to travel or buy things that you want to buy or go out to nice dinners or, whatever it is. But the first thing was that new career. And then after that, all of those things that follow would be these butterflies up here. So I'm getting the same energy with duality. That, you know, there's one main thing, which would be the bananas, but then there's multiple, right? So yeah, these two cards are very, very similar. And I feel also with the two snakes here that there's something that's being mirrored in your life. So what I'm getting with that is that this vision that you've had is now being mirrored in your life, because now you're seeing it come to life, like right before your eyes. The thing that you've been visualizing and hoping for and waiting for is right in front of you. Tranquility in Violet, number 43. Yeah, you have a lot of love around you. You have tranquility, peace, and there's a sense of comfort, a sense of, oh, I can relax now, because what I've wanted for so long is finally here. And it's truly something that you're going to cherish. It truly, truly is something that you're going to cherish. And that's exactly why you want everything to mirror the experience that you want to have. And learning from the past, don't be afraid to say no to certain things that don't line up with where you're going. Does that make sense? Because what we're looking at today, our topic is what you need to hear before a big life change. And I feel this here is very, very important. This is really pointing to one of the things that you need to take away today from this reading, you know, what Spirit is telling me, because everything else is so amazing and peaceful and you know, all of these positive feelings that I'm getting, but there's something from the past that you need to learn from. So, you know, if you think back and say, oh yeah, I remember I had this really amazing thing going on in my life before, and then I had this friend who just kind of was a negative energy and kind of ruined the whole vibe, you know, things like that. That was just an example, but you know, something like that could be going on here, and you want to just pay attention to that, be aware of that. All right, what else would you like to say to group number 3, please? Group number 3. Okay, are we done now? Okay. All right, there we go. I always, I finish shuffling when, I can just feel it with the cards that they're ready, and they weren't quite ready yet, but these did want to come out. So let's see what we have for you. The Eight of Pentacles. Okay, this is what I was telling you. It's something that you've been working on for a while. If you look here, this person painting has, you know, all the paints all over on the ground, paint all over her arms, legs, feet, just all over, right? And then you look at all these pentacles here. And so this is something that you've been working on for a while. And maybe you've, you know, tried a few different things and you've said, you know, how should I do it this way? Should I do it that way? What stands out? You know, trial and error, trying different things. And so I feel that it has taken quite some time to get to this point. And if it didn't take quite some time, as I just said, in a literal sense, then it felt like it took a long time. But what I'm seeing here is all throughout this, you've held that vision and you've stayed strong and you've stayed focused on what it is that you're trying to bring into this world, something that you're trying to bring into your life. And that focus, that dedication, that hard work, it is going to pay off for you. Absolutely, it's going to pay off. Especially look at all the plants here. So what I'm feeling with the plants and even up here is that whatever this new thing is, it's going to be breathing new life into your world. What else do we have? The Four of Swords, yeah, and you have tranquility here. So I feel that it's going to be a time for you where you can relax, you can sit back, and you can look at what you have manifested and you can say, wow, I did that. Because look at the butterflies here. Okay, so you have 4 butterflies and you have 4 swords. Something that, and also look at the moon phases. Something that you have been working on for a long time, it's literally like coming true right before your eyes. So you're going to be able to relax a little bit. You're going to be able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. You're also going to, I feel, take a little break before you really get immersed in this new thing in your life. Because I feel like there's more to come with this. I feel like this is just the start of something amazing. So I feel you're going to just kind of, relax, chill out for a little bit, and then you're going to kind of get back to work. I think you're going to be brainstorming for what happens next. Where do I go from here? Or now I have this project to work on, or I'm in phase 1 of a certain plan that I have, and I'm going to, start to focus on that. Because it's kind of like you were in the prequel or the preface, like right before the thing happened. So you were doing all of that hard work to get something off the ground, to get something going. And now it's here. It's like, okay, I'm going to enjoy this for a minute, but then I'm going to think about what's next. The 9 of Cups. Yeah. Look at, this is success. And look at you have another butterfly here. That is so amazing. You have so many butterflies, but see, that's what I'm saying. First, obviously, you have all the butterflies on here, and now they're showing up in your other cards, but that's what I've been saying. It's one idea, and that main thing happens, and then from there, everything just kind of falls into place. I feel there's certain things that are going to be unexpected that happen from this new venture that you're going on. A lot of very pleasant, happy surprises will be happening. And yeah, love is all around you. I feel that you're feeding off of the energy around you in a very positive way. There's so many new, like, positive beginnings, or, things coming into your life that are so, I'm getting like they're feeding something that you've always wanted, like some kind of thing a goal that you always wanted to accomplish. And it's finally here. The 3 of Wands. Yes, I love this for you. So the 3 of Wands is showing all of that hard work you put in over here. Now it's coming into your life. You can actually see it here. Over here, you were visualizing it. Here you were working on it. And now it's here. And this is also showing what I was saying with the 4 of Swords, where you're going to take a break for a minute. You're going to enjoy where you are, and then you're going to expand. And then this is that expansion happening here. And you're like, wow, look, first I created this and this, right? First I did this, then I actually saw it happening. And now it's getting even bigger and more things are coming into view, things I've been manifesting and working on. Yeah, the Magician, literally what I've just been saying, this is a card of manifestation. This is a card of seeing things appear right in front of you, things that you've been working on very, very hard. Now, the other thing with the Magician card, this is going back to learn from the past, something that's very important. So for some of you, there was a person, place, or thing in the past that could have caused you to lose focus, or it could have caused you to get distracted by something, right? So something like that could have been going on in the past. Now, another thing that I'm seeing here with the Magician card relating to that elephant spirit is it's important for you to stay grounded, and it's important for you to stay grounded, spiritually, physically, mentally, but also staying grounded with where you're taking this idea, where you're taking, whatever this is that's coming into your life, because you want to stay focused because like I said, there's a lot of different things that are going to be coming out of this. And so you want to stay sharp. You want to make sure that you don't have anything clouding your vision or your energy. And so it seems what Spirit is saying here is it's very important for you to be aware of anything that may come into your life if it becomes a negative or a toxin or something like that. You can say no. You can say, hey, I don't want this in my life, or I'm going to pass on this opportunity because I know I'm going to have other opportunities that are coming in. Okay, so that's what another thing that I'm getting with this Magician card. But yeah, look at the flowers budding here on this plant. A lot of different opportunities, situations, really positive people, places, and things are coming in. And that's exactly why it's okay to say no to things, because you are in a manifesting mood. You know, not even just a mood, but an energy. And so, you know, once the first thing happens, it's going to become even easier and easier for you to bring in these other things into your life. Then we have the Eight of Swords. Okay, so, a couple things with the Eight of Swords. This is exactly why you want to be aware of people, places, things, situations, all of that, that you allow into your life once you have this level up. Not everything needs a welcome invitation into your energy, because certain things, and it seems to have something to do with something that you went through in the past. Something like that might be reappearing, and it may be the same person, place, or thing, situation, or it could be something that looks different, but it's vibrating with that same energy. And so Spirit is saying that it's very important that you recognize that, and that it is okay to say no to these things that have no need. Well, maybe there is a need on that side, but you have no need for these things in your life where you're going, because it can make you feel like you're stuck in it. Because the energy that I'm getting from this Eight of Swords is that if you allow certain things from your past, and it doesn't have to be the identical thing from your past, it could be a different situation, it could be a different person. Let's say, for instance, that you had a friend, or you had a romantic relationship that at some point it just became heavy and you just didn't want to deal with it anymore. And in the future, once you're in this energy of success here, you may have a similar person that comes into your life, and you may get that feeling in the beginning, like, ooh, why do I get this weird kind of deja vu feeling, and not a positive way? But then you can ignore those red flags and things like that, and then all of a sudden you feel like you're stuck in a situation. You're not really stuck, but then it's like, you know, how do I get this person out of my life? Now I have to, you know, say something that's going to be upsetting to them, whatever it is. This is just an example, but, you know, that's what I'm seeing here, where it's like, how did I end up here again? Especially now that I have all these amazing things in my life. I want tranquility. I don't want to feel stuck. So just keep that in mind as you go forward. Yeah, and this is why, because you have the Chariot card. You have things to do. Okay, you don't have time for this here. This would be a distraction, and it would take away from your tranquility. I mean, even look at here. This person is like, looks free. It's like, hey, I'm free. I'm doing my thing. I am making moves, right? I'm doing big things, but I'm not stuck. And also, there could have been something in your past that, just in general, where you felt stuck. You felt like you were stuck in a situation, and that's why you were trying so hard to make this happen, right? And now you're not stuck. And so there could be something that made you feel stuck in the past, and then once you actually see that your manifestation is coming true here, then you're not stuck, right? And then you feel free. Like, you see this person, her arms are back and like, I'm free, I'm flowing, I'm moving, there's movement in my life, I'm not here anymore. And so in that case, Spirit is saying to be aware of what got you stuck or what made you think you were stuck in the past, and don't repeat those lessons again. Just make sure that been there, done that, learned it, and I'm moving on up. Okay. All right. What else? The Emperor. I mean, you are just a force right now, especially when these changes happen, because right now, it looks like you're working really hard. You have a lot of belief in what you're working on, but you haven't quite seen anything materialize yet. So you're still in that state of working really hard and hoping that things come together for you and knowing that things will. But then some days you're like, well, I hope it works. You know what I mean? So going in between hope and knowing, which is fine, because I think probably like 80%, 90% is that knowing it's going to happen. And then there's just like 10 or 20% here and there where you're like, well, I don't know, it's taken a little while, I hope it happens, right? And that's perfectly fine. If you could focus more on, yes, I know it's going to happen, I know I'm bringing this into my life, then that's great. But, it's okay. You can have doubts here and there. But what I'm seeing with the Emperor is that once you actually see these things manifesting in your life, you become even more powerful. And then there's something connected with the Emperor and the Three of Wands where it's like, oh my gosh, I got this far. What am I going to do next? And so it's kind of like you start planning for the next thing. And that's exactly why it's important that you don't allow anything from the past to come back. And it could be a person, place, thing, situation. It could be a behavior. It could be really anything. So just don't let anything like that distract you. The Queen of Swords, yeah. Be like the Queen of Swords. Don't be afraid to speak your mind. Don't be afraid to say no or yes to things. If something doesn't resonate with you, it is perfectly fine to say no, I don't want to talk to you, or no, I don't want to go to that event, or no, I don't want to accept that invitation or request, whatever it is. Use your power. You don't have to do anything that would put you in a situation like this, a situation that would distract you from where you're going. So use your intuition and use your power of communication with yourself, other people, places, and things, situations, and also with the way that you're like this master manifester. Because I really feel that's, what your energy is becoming in this reading. The Hanged One. Okay, yeah, this kind of goes with what I was just saying. Don't be afraid to take your time. Don't be afraid to evaluate things. And also something that's coming up here with the Hangman, if you have an offer or if something has like a deadline that you're uncomfortable with, and what I mean by that is that if someone or something, if you have to give an answer to something, so let's say somebody says, hey, I have this great opportunity for you, but I need an answer by 4 o'clock this afternoon. And so you're scrambling in your brain, should I say yes? Should I say no? What should I do? What should I do? And it's like this, it causes a sense of anxiety because there's pressure on that situation. Be aware of that, because that could be something that comes up for some of you. If there's too much pressure on something and you can't sit back and evaluate every aspect of where you may potentially be moving forward with something, what I'm seeing, Spirit is showing me that that's probably an indication that that should be a no for you. You have free will though, you can do what you want, but it is pointing me back to the Eight of Swords and learn from the past. If it's like, absolutely, that is an opportunity I've been waiting for, it's a yes, well then, yeah, by all means, yes, right? Say yes to it. But yeah, just don't be afraid to take your time with things. And if that time is not allotted and you feel very uncomfortable with that, then don't be afraid to pass on it. Because remember, all of, not all of your cards, but your cards here And then it was somewhere else in here is showing that there's multiple, oh, I think it was also the Magician, multiple opportunities are going to be coming up. So it's okay to pass on certain things that don't resonate with you 100%. We have the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so with the Three of Pentacles, this is kind of a continuation of what I was just saying. And the reason why it's okay to say no to certain things, people, places, things, situations, is because other things are coming in, right? I just said that. Now, these other things that are coming in are going to resonate with you. You're going to resonate with them. You have the same vibe. You have the same energy. You see the Three of Pentacles? Everyone's doing something different here, but it has created this whole, whatever this thing is called here that they're working on. It has created this, and they've created it together. And so that's what I'm saying. That is why you don't want any energies that don't match up with your new energy, your current energy in this particular situation, because there are plenty of other people, places, things, opportunities, situations that will match your energy. So you don't want to waste your time on anything that where you're going to say, how did I get in this situation again? Because then your thoughts get jumbled, and then you lose a little bit of your ability to continue on this role of positivity and bringing all these new things into your life. So just keep that in mind. Wow. You have the Queen of Wands as your last card. I mean, this is what I've been saying. You're very, very powerful. And look, oh, I love this. Okay, remember here on the Magician, how you have these roses or flowers that are budding here on the plant here? And then look here. Look at how tall this plant is, the tree, whatever you want to call it. Look at how tall it is compared to where it was here, where it's just starting to come out of the ground here. And look at this. And I mean, look at the pillars back here, the tree growing over here. This is what I'm saying. This is who you're becoming. And you deserve to have things in your life that match this energy, okay? You're no longer stuck where you were before. So you don't need to keep that mindset where it's like, okay, I need to settle for something because I don't have anything else right now. No, no, no. You have a lot of other things, so you don't have to settle. You're doing something that you have great passion for, something that you're going to love. It's bringing in so much just love and really tranquility, but peace and harmony. And I'm feeling wealth, so finances. I'm feeling great abundance emotionally, feeling like you've accomplished something great. You know, a great sense of independence also. A lot of independence where you choose what you want, right? You don't have to accept less than just because you have to, right? That is no longer part of your life at this point. And that is your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe. And if you ever want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is linked below. Thank you so much for watching.